Hello guys, welcome back. This video was not supposed to happen. So last week I shared part 1 of this thrift haul and I had a lot of good items. You can go check it out if you want to see that one. And then I filmed, edited, and was ready to post part 2 when I deleted the file. Completely deleted, like the raw file, everything, even from recently deleted. So here we are again. I'm gonna run through these really quick, but I'm gonna take it as a sign also that God wants me to do something different in this video. That video just was not supposed to happen, even though it was like perfect. So I do have the clips from the thrift store, so I'll take you along to the thrift stores. This is my new favorite thrift store, by the way. And then we'll come back and I'll do the haul. And then I'm gonna share something that's been on my heart recently about homemaking and finding joy in homemaking, specifically a quote that I've been really enjoying, and I hope that that can be inspirational and this file won't get deleted. So here we go. So this thrift store, Red, White, and Blue in Bradenton, has become my new favorite thrift store. I will definitely be taking you guys back for more trips because I cannot wait to show you guys the items that I found in here. It was so well organized, so many items. I will say I was with my 2 girlfriends who also had their babies with them, 1, 2, and then one other kid, and then I had Benjamin with me in a stroller, so we were quite the scene walking through these thrift stores today. I recently posted a nursery makeover and I thought that this would have looked so sweet in there. I ended up not getting it because we already had some other wood ones. And then also we have a peg rail in there that I made and showed you guys how I did. And I thought that this would look really nice hanging on it, but it kind of felt like poor quality, so I ended up not getting it. This one was also huge and would have been a great one for toys or laundry, but it had this nasty stain in it, so I left it behind.
Good. I just don't know if I like this or not. I think it's just
I know it's just saying last week that I never find original oil paintings, but I found this one for $8. I just decided that the colors weren't quite right for my home. I found a similar piece and showed you guys it last week, but these just had this weird shininess to them that looked almost like a DIY spray paint.
I mean, is it comfortable? Cozy?
This one also didn't match the style of my home, but it looked like something that somebody would get and then strip. I've seen that a lot on like social media, and I know that it's just a look. It's not quite my look for my home, but it looks really, really beautiful.
Days are on their way. Forever's how long they'll stay. Brighter days are on their way. Chasing sunsets in the sky. Won't let these moments pass us by. Take my hand, don't be afraid. The brighter days are on their way.
Pick these up because I actually already have 3 of them, but they are IKEA spice racks and I use them to display my kids' books in a Montessori style, facing forward.
This is a better representation of the art that I typically find when thrifting, specifically at the Goodwill. It's typically this like fast furniture style art and a lot of word art. Is this art? Is it just a sign? I'm not sure. It's definitely not something that I am drawn to.
Okay, I'm on the floor because I was about to just like not do this during this nap time at all because I'm working on some reupholstering. So maybe I'll show you the before and after because I already did one of the chairs at the end of this video, but that is another project. So let's start it with this thrifting stuff. So I have been having a dilemma with lamps. So let me start off with my lamps because they can be hard, I think. So I found this cute little one, red, white, and blue. Everything here actually that I'll show you first is from Red, White, and Blue, my new favorite thrift store. But I found this one that I loved. It's nice and short and chunky and this like ball. It's definitely not wood. It's like some sort of acrylic, but that it has this stem. And I just think it would be really cute with a empire shade, even like under my kitchen cabinets to just add some glow under there or really anywhere. I have so many places that this could go. Thankfully, I haven't taken the tags off of most of these things. This one was $4.99. And then this one, I know it's a little pink, but I wanted to paint this and do that like DIY aged ceramic look on this one. So let me know if you want to see that one. But I thought the shape was perfect, especially with an empire shade. That's like the only shade I like right now. But this one was only $3.99 and they always check them for me at the stores. But make sure that you do ask for it to be checked before you leave. That's only ever happened to me once when I got home and it like did not work, but it always just feels annoying and sad, like you got ripped off, but we have to take responsibility. All right, so the next one is this cute little basket. I will show you guys how I've styled this one with a plant inside of it, but I just thought the knobbiness of it, I think it's made out of wicker, and it just kind of ends every once in a while, and it leaves like these little knobs. It reminded me of that Anthropologie vase that is really beautiful. It's pretty popular. I'll insert a picture of it here. I wish I had this vase, but now I have this and it was only $2.99 for this cute little basket. Okay, I've also been trying to find something for my spoons to put my spoons in next to the oven. So like the spatulas and that kind of stuff that I use. And so I found like two different options. This one, which is a handmade pottery, that's the artist down there. And this could also just be used for flowers too, which I think I will use it for because once I tried it with the spoons, it was just a little bit too narrow. I mean, I could definitely not have as many out on the counter, but it's very helpful for me to have the ones that I always use. It was $5, but it was 25% off of that. But this is the one that I've ended up using. And this is, I mean, it looks like an older crock, but it's definitely not an older crock. It is, I like the little handle, it's just very neutral. It's not old or anything. This one was $2, but I'm very excited about this one. It's super functional, as you can see, already in use. Okay, I just remembered something else that I have to go grab because I put all this stuff away last week after filming this. So now I'm like digging through stuff. So this was already in use as well. I'll show you how I've had it styled on our table. But I got this wooden tray. I think this was like used for cutting, but it definitely shouldn't have been used for cutting. So I'm gonna use some Restore Finish eventually once I get around to it. But I did use some wood conditioner on it and that helped bring out its shine and everything. And it could be used for like anything. I think that it could be used in a bathroom too, like on the back of a toilet maybe, like stack toilet paper on it. But I have it right now styled on my dining room table since it's a rectangle. I think it looks nice to have something rectangular on it. And then I also thrifted this really chunky kind of sea glass bottle vase. This one was only $2, which I thought was really great for like how high quality it is. These I just foraged from our yard, these palm kind of things, and they last for like 3 weeks in there. And then this one was only 99 cents. Okay, this one could be used for anything. What would you guys use this for? I don't really know what I'm gonna use this for, but it was only $1.50 and I love copper. I think it could be used like styled behind something, like propped up in the kitchen, like a cutting boards arrangement, or it could be used to like gather spices, or I'm thinking maybe in my pantry. I have some copper, like you guys saw me organize my pantry recently with thrift finds, but it would be nice to have a little tray to put like the oil and vinegar on, maybe to kind of group it together so that it looks a little bit more aesthetic and everything. So this one has lots of options, and for $1.50 for this, it's like really heavy. I thought that was a great deal. All right, I'm gonna go grab that last item. Okay, just kidding, I found 2 more items that I almost forgot. This is the problem when I do these thrift hauls like later, because I put everything away and I start using it. This one is super cool. It's from Pottery Barn. It's only $1, and you know what it is? It is a aesthetically pleasing twister game. So instead of like the little plastic like dial thing they would use, it has cubes that you would roll. He says monkey foot. And then it has this canvas board for like, you know, stepping on and everything. I loved the game Twister when I was little, so I was super excited about this one, and I really hope that Gideon, my 4-year-old, and I can enjoy this together. I haven't taken it out yet. He got so many presents for his birthday that we are just slowly taking those out, so I'll save this for a little bit later when we're not overwhelmed with new items. Okay, and then lastly, before we have our little homemaking chat, I found this basket. I think it's a like waste basket. I've been using it as that in our bathroom. I have a bathroom renovation coming up for you guys, a makeover. It is taking longer than expected. Just getting the final details in there, the things that aren't really necessary but are very aesthetic. It's taking a while to just like find the time to do it. So that's why it's taking so long. It's almost done and it's beautiful, but I am decorating it right now. And so I needed a basket that wasn't like just ugly and didn't match everything. So this I thought was perfect. It's really big, so it kind of fills up the corner where we have a lot of space next to the toilet, and it's working great. And it was only $4, so a lot better than a brand new one would be. Okay, so let's see if I can find this page. I should have marked it yesterday. What was I doing? Okay, so I'm reading this book right now, Theology of the Home. I've shared some quotes in it before, and it's just like a beautiful coffee table book that talks about, well, finding the eternal in every day. So it's about like homemaking and creating a beautiful home that points us towards the Lord. So I highly recommend it. I'll leave the link in the description below. I am Catholic, and this is definitely a Catholic book, but it also applies to all of Christianity as well. There just might be some things that you have to Google if you don't know like the words that they're talking about. But the quote that was in here is about Light and Joy by C.S. Lewis. And before I explain this, I want to explain that we have recently moved into this home. So if you've been following along, you know that we have been doing a lot of work. And sometimes it can feel like, what is the point of all of this? Like, is this necessary to do all of this work for these, like sometimes it can feel a little bit material, I guess. Like we're just doing this to make it look beautiful, but like we're sacrificing time away from our kids, or they're doing it with us and that is their playtime. But it can sometimes feel a little bit confusing. So this kind of gave me some perspective, and I hope it gives you some perspective as well when you're doing those tasks around the home that bring you joy and that are like, they're fun sometimes they take much longer than they should and they don't feel super fun, but give it some meaning. So anyway, in Surprised by Joy, C.S. Lewis writes, all joy reminds. It is never a possession, always a desire for something longer ago or further away or still about to be. True joy cannot be fully satiated in this life. Paradoxically, we can only be truly joyful if we know that perfect happiness is not the stuff of now. To be satisfied with this world is not to be satisfied at all. To yearn for Jesu, joy of man's desiring, is to put into perspective all that we see around us. To know it is good, but not the ultimate good. The authors also describe right before this section about how our homes need to offer light. So anything, any creature, any animal, human, we're all drawn to light. If there is a moth, it goes to the light. Mosquitoes, they go to the light. We as humans are drawn into the home. When it gets dark outside, we go inside where there's light. So when we create a home, we're creating a sense of comfort and light through beauty, truth, and goodness. So while thrifting and doing my DIYs, they are enjoyable to do, there is a greater purpose in them. This alone does not give me joy. Thrifting alone is not the joy, but it's in creating an experience for those that come into my home, my children that are in our home all the time, my husband, myself, pointing us towards something that is bigger than this home. So I hope that that makes sense. I'm not the most well-spoken person and I'm pretty exhausted today, but let me go ahead and show you the chair that I am working on before I get back to that, because that's what I'm gonna do as soon as I turn off this camera. You guys can let me know if you think it looks any better. So in our family room, which I've never shown you guys before, we have this table and we use it as our crafting table. The previous owners actually left it for us, but the cushions on this table were this. It's a little retro for my taste. So I just picked up this fabric at Hobby Lobby and I got it, all of it, which I think is going to cover all 6 cushions for like 14 bucks. It's an outdoor fabric, so I'm hoping it'll be really easy to wipe Play-Doh and stuff, and it's very like, it has lots of colors going on, color tones in it. So I'm hoping that it'll be easy to clean and not show any stains. I'm going to get back to this project here and put away all these thrift finds that I just showed you guys. Oh, I did want to mention, I even thrifted this, my staple gun that I'm using. Well, I got it at an estate sale for $2. It says $4 there, but I went on 50% off day. All right, guys, I hope you all have a very blessed week and that this video can inspire you, encourage you, or just doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have a patio makeover coming up next, I believe. I really hope so, because it's beautiful. We just have been putting so much heart, sweat into it, and I hope that you all enjoy like watching the process as well. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Bye, guys.